So you look at a poster and it's just a wall of information. That's too much, too complicated.
Just go for it.
Go for it.
Just show up.
Please participate.
Hi guys, welcome back to Husky. I'm here at the annual poster competition at the College of Engineering at UConn, and many students are presenting their research and competing for the top prize. I'll take you around the event to see what it's actually like to participate in a poster competition, how students prepare, and how they feel about the competition. Let's get started.
The main goal at the end of this is to kind of identify specific urban infrastructure pieces. So
Hi, can you introduce a little bit about yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Caitlin Mahoney. I am a second-year PhD student in the Environmental Engineering Department.
Hello, my name is Yasmin Bimbachi. I'm a PhD student in the Polymer program under the Institute of Material Science.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm a PhD student in the Civil Engineering Department.
My name is Mohammad Rushdi. I'm a PhD student. This is my last semester in the program, Mechanical Engineering Department.
My name is Xiaoting Xue, and I'm from the BME department in Dr. Yi Zhang's lab, and I'm a third-year PhD student.
Nice. So what research are you presenting today? Can you explain it briefly?
Okay, sure. My research focused on the encapsulation strategies for the implantable bioelectronics.
So basically, I'm researching mitigation strategies for the problem of iron sulfide aggregates causing deterioration in concrete.
So my research is on the impact and implications of urban morphology and urban heat island effect on ozone formation in Atlanta, Georgia. So essentially, we're looking at how a city's layout and the heat it stores due to meteorological variables affects different ozone concentrations spatially. So looking at different infrastructure and different buildings themselves to determine the shift in ozone.
So how are you feeling right now after the presentation?
I'm feeling good. I think I gave a solid presentation and I was able to answer the questions well. So I'm excited to see what happens this round and hopefully I get into the next one.
I'm feeling excited. I just gave my presentation and I'm hopeful. It was a good presentation.
Yeah.
I think.
I still feel a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
So participating on this competition was very inspiring for me because I have presented before in conferences, but the way I was preparing my talk was completely different because here I was aiming like a more broad audience, and I also had the time constraint, so I really need to practice and have a script and also like target exactly what I wanted to to share.
Yeah.
I feel, first of all, I feel relieved. But I'm very excited about the event, the environment, and everyone here is very nice.
How long did you prepare for the poster?
So it took me like a couple days to arrange everything, and I had the figures from the paper ready, but I need just to arrange and practice and all this stuff.
Did you spend a lot of time practicing?
Not really, because I've presented that poster or the paper in multiple presentations before, so it didn't take me a lot to practice.
I was quite busy in the past few weeks, so I'm not that proud about how much time I spent, but I basically spent like a complete day just like practicing like the 3 minutes talk and then cutting a little bit, changing some things, you know, and practicing with friends and stuff.
Is it hard to present your research in just 3 minutes?
I would say it's challenging because it makes you try to contextualize your research in a different way. As I mentioned, I presented before, but there was no time limit. So I never really worried about really being careful about what I'm saying because like I'm constantly presenting my research, so I know what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah.
But within 3 minutes, I think you really need to target your audience and be objective.
No, I think I can present in within 3 minutes. And I also think it's very important if you can introduce your work within 3 minutes. Because if it's longer, people easy to distracted by other, So it cannot continue focus on your work.
It's hard to fit everything in 5 minutes, but I think putting the poster together really helps you summarize your ideas.
I think you can present your research in 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or even 1 hour. So it's all based on the event. So if you have to present your research in 3 minutes, you really need to focus on the main outcome of your research. You don't have to go through all the details and show all of that, but you need to highlight the main outcomes of your research. So yes, you can present your work in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
A little bit. I know there's a lot of technical work, and we all, as PhD students, spend a lot of time on this research. So I definitely think it could be a little bit difficult, but it just helps you practice over and over.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for the students who want to participate in the poster competition next year?
Yeah, I think go for it. Get all the practice you can get. This is just another practice. Everyone's here to help you do better, and I think this is just a great way for you to prepare for your career after your PhD, as well as the things coming up within your PhD. So yeah, I think go for it.
I extremely encourage them to participate in such event. It's really helpful. It's train you, take it as like a training event for you to present a poster or presentation in a conference or something like that. It's really improve and enhance your presentation skills. So please participate. And just want to highlight something: you don't have to have a published paper to participate. It's okay to participate with a research that's not published yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so my advice is like just show up. Don't feel that you need, of course, if you have time to practice and like to dedicate yourself, do it. But if you are busy with something and you are worried that you won't be able to do your best on practicing, just show up anyway. You're always going to learn something, and you always leave the room being a different person with a different experience, and that's going to be good anyway.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Can you introduce a little bit about yourself?
Sure, yes. My name is Brian Chikulski. I'm the Director of Engineering at a company called Hyaxium.
Hi, I'm glad to be here. So I'm Alex Dupuis. I'm a professor here at UConn in the Department of Material Science and Engineering.
Nice. So what are you looking for in a strong 3 minutes presentation?
So I'm looking for a broad overview of what the research is about. I want to learn very quickly about things like the motivation, a little bit about the background, the methods, and then quickly results, discussion, main points.
The most important thing to me was the practical applicability of the concept. Everybody does such great things, doing such great research, but I would like to know for sure if it can be useful in industry and applied to help various aspects humanity in general.
Yeah, nice. So what makes a student stand out in such a short amount of time?
I was super impressed with everybody today. The presentations were just amazing. So much hard work, so many good things were presented, and just in general, I thought the day was a great success.
For me, it's really about the flow of the poster. I don't like posters that have a ton of information. I'd rather have less information but explained very well.
So what is the common mistake student makes when they present the poster?
Okay, so the most common mistake I see is that the students try to include everything in the poster. So you look at a poster and it's just a wall of information, right? And that's too much. You only have 5 minutes, right? It's too complicated. So students really need to focus and try to distill the presentation down into the most important points.
Not focusing on the applicability is number one thing, and trying to go maybe too much on the technical side of things. It's great if you have an audience that understands, the material that's being presented has the background in that particular field, but not everybody does, right? Yeah. So it's very easy to get lost with some of the very technical applications and presentations, and so just focusing on why it's important and how it can be used in the future is the number one thing I think that some people tend to miss.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Do you have any advice for the student who want to participate in the competition next year?
Just go for it. It's a great day. It's a very fun event. Don't be shy. Don't be concerned about how your presentation will look. Just show up, present and field some questions, and it's good practice too from a presentation standpoint.
Again, just focus on your main points, right? You have a short amount of time, and you can't explain everything. So pick the most important things you want to tell me, and deliver that as efficiently as possible.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.